web project. So guys, in this tutorial we will create some amazing carousel with animated text by using Bootstrap 5, HTML and CSS. And guys, if you are confused then how to create a carousel image and small animation on text, then you should watch this video. Okay, so guys, and you gonna understand how to implement Bootstrap 5 code and how to make carousel image with animated text. Okay, and also learn how to create an animation. Now, so guys, this project will be little bit easier, but it's gonna improve your foundational skills. Okay, so let's start it. But before we getting late, guys, if you like this tutorial, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and also hit the bell notification for my upcoming videos. Okay, now let's move to the desktop screen. So guys, as you see on the screen, there is a carousel image and one caption is here. So when you refresh this page, then you see that the image and text are animating and sliding automatically. Okay, so that's the project we will have to do today. And one more thing, when you click on the specific dots, then for example, if you click on the first dot, then the first carousel image is appearing, okay, and sliding. So that's our project that we will have to do today. Okay, so let's get started to build out this carousel. So firstly, I'm gonna open my Sublime Text Editor, and here I have already created index.html and style.css file. Okay, so now I move to the browser and search Bootstrap 5, and here is and click on the first link of this Bootstrap 5. Okay, and guys, you already know about that the Bootstrap 5 Alpha is the latest version of Bootstrap. Okay, that's why I use it. You can also use the previous version of this. Now I'm gonna click on home, get started. Right from here, guys, I'm gonna copy to this code. Okay, Bootstrap CSS CDN and meta tags link, and paste it before the title tag. So guys, if you don't know why we use meta tag, so meta tag tells about the responsiveness of the page. That's why I use it. That's why we use it. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna copy this script part and right here paste it before the body closing tag. Okay, and I'm just gonna search carousel, and I choose this code. Why we choose this code? Because when you if you see in this project, there is one image and one caption in one sliding. Okay, that's why I use it. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it under the body section. Okay, so guys, before we move on, there are the three terms that we should know about that. First, data write, data target and data slides. These are the attributes, data attributes, but why we use it, this is the question. So data write, why we use data write? Because when page loaded, then you see that the carousel image is sliding automatically after 2, 3 or 5 seconds. Okay, that's why we use it, data write. And data target points to the ID of this carousel. That's why I use data target. Okay, for example, when you click on this ID, for example this list, then with respect to this list, this will be open. That's why we use data target. Okay, and data slide means when you click on the specific dots, then with respect to these dots, for example, you click on the first dot, then first carousel image is appearing. Okay, simply that's why we use it. Okay, now I'm just deleting this part and created a div with class banner. Okay, and inside this div, I'm using one image tag and boxing.jpg, which is my image file name. So now I'm just gonna copy it and paste it in every section under the carousel item. Okay, now just save it and open in browser. And you see that the size of this picture is too big, so firstly we will have to do it fit, and we will have to bring it on center. Okay, so by using CSS properties we can make this. Okay, so just copy this class name banner. Okay, first of all, for all margin margin 0. Okay, padding 0, and box sizing border box. Now just dot banner img image tag background color background size cover background position center width 100% and height 100 vh 100 viewport height 100 vh. Now I'm going to just refresh it. Then you see that the picture of size is fit and at the center. Now if you look here, then there is no any next and previous button, so we will have to remove it, this next and previous button. So just go to the carousel code and right from here just delete these anchored parts. Okay, this both anchor tag, and save it and refresh it. Then you see that the next and previous button has been removed. Okay, now just go to the caption, carousel caption, delete this part and write a paragraph tag, boxing, h1 heading, and now I'm going to copy this and paste here. Okay, so, and guys, these paragraphs and anchor tag, okay, we will have to take in one div. Okay, so firstly I have created one div with class intro, and inside this div, using a paragraph tag, I'm just copy this part, this paragraph, and paste it here. Okay, now again anchor tag, read more, and save it. So guys, you see that here is, we use these captions. Okay, so and in this anchor tag there is a font awesome icon. Okay, so to add this font awesome, to add this icon, we will have to use font awesome CDN link. Okay, so firstly I'm just type font awesome CDN in the browser, click on the first link, and then here I'm going to copy it, and by using link tag paste it over the hyperreference tag. Okay, hyperreference attribute. Now again move to the browser and search font awesome icon. Search arrow, right. Now I'm gonna just copy it and paste it beside the read more. Okay, now when you refresh this page, go and refresh this page, then you see that there is an icon. Okay, now I'm I'm gonna just copy this carousel caption section and paste it over all the section. Okay, just refresh it and you see that. Okay, now I'm gonna change the image file name, image flower.jpg, and here relax.jpg. Okay, just refresh your page and see that. Okay, now just copy this class name carousel caption and position absolute, because this caption is at the center. Okay, so we will have to bring this in the left. Okay, as as this. Okay, so top 15%, no, top 20%, and left 50 pixel. Okay, just refresh your page and see that. Okay, let's get width 600 pixel and height 400 pixel. Okay, just give a background color red. Okay, so guys, why we take background color? Because if you give background color, then you can easily measure the padding and margin on this. Okay, that's why we use it. Okay, so just give the padding 50 pixel. Okay, here are the caption text at the center. So in this project, the caption text is on the left side. Okay, is aligned on the left side. So by using text align, we can move to the left. Okay, now just copy this carousel caption and okay, first of all, in first paragraph, give a class name para. Okay, now simply copy this class name and paste it in every section. Dot para. Okay, just give a background color purple. Padding, just a second. Then you see that the width of this background color is too wide. So first of all, we will have to reduce it. So by simply using display inline block, we can reduce the size of width. Okay, just give a padding 5 pixel, 10 pixel, 5 pixel from top and bottom and 10 pixel from right and left. Okay, now give the font size 16 pixel. Okay, now just move to the heading part, H1 part. Font size 50 pixel and margin top minus 10 pixel. Okay, now just move to the intro div. Dot intro, as you see here, intro. Background color pink. Simply we are taking background color to measure padding and margin. Okay, after that we will remove it. Width 320 pixel. Okay, now just refresh it and save it. Okay, in this project this div section is at the right. Okay, so we will move to the right. So just simply give the margin top 10 pixel, bottom 10 pixel, right 20 pixel, and padding and margin left 60 pixel. Okay, just simply. Okay, now padding left 10 pixel. Okay, just copy it and paste it. Now by using anchor tag, I'm using anchor tag. I'm using CSS property on anchor tag. Okay, so background color hashtag F9800. Okay, padding 7 pixel and 15 pixel. Okay, padding 7 pixel and 5 pixel. Color white. Just press it. Okay, now on hovering, the background color should be display black. Okay, so by using hover effect we can do it. Background color black, text to decoration on hovering none, and transition 2 second ease. Okay, just when you hover it, then transition effect will be appear. Okay, now simply just remove this background color pink because we will measure it. Okay, now here is you see that the icon is animating in the x-axis. Okay, so how we can use it, how we can do it? Simply just copy it dot fa. Okay, here we will copy this class name fa and here give the animation name. Okay, so how we can create an animation? Simply in which part you want to create an animation. For example, if you want that this icon is translating in x-axis. Okay, so just copy this class name. Okay, and inside this class name, by using CSS properties, give the animation name. For example, you can give animation name anything. Okay, animate 3 second linear infinite. Why we use linear infinite? Because Linear infinite means for example here you see that this font icon trans animation is will be never stop. Okay, that's why we use linear infinite. For create animation we have to using keyframes. Okay, and give the animation name, for example animate 0%, and here you see that the icon is animating in the x-axis. Okay, so just simply using transform property, translate x to pixel. Okay, simply just copy it and paste here. %, 5 pixel, 60%, 7 pixel, 80%, 10 pixel, 100%, 0 pixel. Okay, so simply save it and refresh your page. Then animation is starting and it's never stop. Okay, due to use of linear infinite. If you use simply linear, then it's animate one time, after that it will stop. Okay, that's why to whatever we say. So just there is a part is done. Now we will have to do, we will want this to make this border left. Okay, so go to the intro, using before property, position absolute, content none, border 1 pixel, solid. Just skip the color of border, hashtag #FF9800. Okay, now give the height 170 pixel. Okay, now just save it and refresh here. And you see that there is a border left. Okay, just give some, just separate between the paragraph and just give the distance between the paragraph and border left. Okay, so 108 pixel left, 108 pixel. Okay, now here you see that there is separation between paragraph and this border left. Okay, now we will have to animate it. Okay, so by simply using animation, make a name of animation like save 3 second ease. Okay, by using @keyframes to create an animation, give the animation name 0%, transform. Okay guys, when you refresh this page, then this border left is moving towards the y direction. Okay, that's why we use transform translate y. Okay, 300 pixel, and in 100% 0 pixel. Transform translate y 0 pixel. Okay, so go to your browser and refresh, and you see that this border left, this border is animating. Okay, and now I'm just gonna move to the carousel caption. Here I'm giving animation, anything you can give your name, give the animation name. Okay, 3-second ease, @ keyframes, saved, 0%, transform, translate y, (100 pixel), (100%), transform, translate y, 0 pixel. Okay, so just refresh it and simply move this background color, because we took this background color to measure the padding and margin accurately. Okay, now one more thing, when you refresh this page, then the image is also animating in the negative y-axis direction. Okay, so simply go to the here banner image, animation, image, I'm giving the animation name image, 3-second ease, by using @ keyframes to create an animation, image, 0%, transform, translate y, (-50 pixel). Why we use -50? Why we take -50? Because the image is animating in the negative y-axis direction. Okay, that's why we use -50 pixel. 100%, transform, translate y, 0 pixel. Okay, now just save it and refresh here, and you see that image and captions is animating simultaneously. Okay, and now one more thing, here is the 3 dots. Okay, which is less in width and which is aligned to the left. Okay, so we will have to align it left and reduce the size of it. Okay, so just simply go to the list section. Okay, carousel indicator, copy it, and just simply justify content left. Then these dots are easily moved to the left. Okay, I'm reducing this the list of this size. Width 8 pixel and height 8 pixel. Okay, now just save it and refresh here. So guys, as you see in the browser, then there is an image which is animating and sliding automatically. Okay, so guys, if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and also hit the bell notification for my upcoming tutorials. Okay, so thank you guys to watch my videos.